What's up, my school bosses? Welcome back to my channel. I'm 6 months in with this wave process and about to get this brush session started so I can show y'all what I've been doing, how I've been putting in work to make this type of progress. And man, it's a lot of brushing. It's a lot of brushing, but it's all good because the rewards are amazing. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, shall we? Yeah. Starting to make good connections. Man, I remember when I used to have so many forks. So many forks. The crown definitely still needs some work. But before I start my brush session, I like to comb through my waves, lift it up from the scalp. I'm like 3 weeks in to woofing. I just got a little taper about a week and a half ago, but this is my hair growth since beginning of January. So I typically put it in a different bottle, but I use castor oil to moisturize my waves. And around my crown is pretty thin, so this castor oil helps thicken it up, and it's a great moisturizer. I don't have to put it in every brush session, but I do. And it's just every other day I put the portion might be a little more generous than the other, but it's good stuff. That Jamaican castor oil. Get that brushed in. Like I said, my crown is way better than where it used to be, but it could be so much better. It could be so much better. Used to be so many forks on this side. There's still some present, but way better than what it used to be. In the front, there used to be quite a bit of forks too over on this side. But as you see, those connections then came in pretty good. Still a work in progress. But like I said, this is 6 months. Cut my locks off and started this wave process, and here we are. It's been 6 months. Looking real good. Like I said, I got a taper about a week and a half ago. The back has always been pretty good with the connections. As you can see, they looking pretty good right now. But like I said, I actually enjoy having waves. Versus those locks, I did enjoy them. I had them for 9 years, but this is what it is now. So eventually, I can be on elite waver status. Of course, I'm aiming for beehive crown. I like to use my my medium brush to get up in that crown when I do get it. My hair being this long, this other brush that I was using, this is my hard brush. This gets straight through to the scalp. That on top of using the comb for sure. It's definitely, and that comb helps make these connections. The longer your hair gets, that comb makes sure it still get down to the scalp, get down to the root, get all that new growth. And that's definitely been a huge part of this process. Outside of the brushes itself, of course. Yeah, like I said, my crown thins out. I typically been having my barber give me like a 2 guard. I think at this point, because it still look pretty thin with it, I'm hoping the castor oil help. And on top of that, I think I'm gonna start having my barber do a 2.5, 2.5 guard on it. Because yeah, that's the thinnest part. Then of course I got this gray growing in that's making it look thinner as well, all up in here. Yeah, that gray making it look even thinner because it's a totally different color, of course. So, but yeah, this is my session. Get it in at least 3 times a day. After I brush for a bit, usually throw that plastic bag in to lay it back down. Man, I swear by this. I know they're using these new things now that, you know, I guess it's for the convenience. They're like the little gloves, the little mitts. But this still works too. This still works too, but I like the finish that it gives, that extra sheen, that look. Just get everything back molded real good. I usually do this process after the brush and before I rag back up. And that's done. So that's my session for today. Well, one of them at least. Thank you guys for joining me. See y'all next time.